Hello, I'm Kristen from Kristen Kane Style. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I am a style and mindset coach, and I help women go from feeling stuck and overwhelmed in their wardrobe to a place where they love how they look and feel every single time they get dressed. Today, I want to talk about thrifting, specifically sharing a thrift haul. This was not all one shopping trip. This was over the last couple of months since I did my last thrifting video. These pieces have come into my wardrobe. I was trying to be really mindful and make sure that I wasn't duplicating any that I had showed before, and I think these are all the most recent purchases. And I share these not because I think thrift hauls are like the most amazing, way to do a video. Although I do love watching other people's, it still feels a little silly for me. It feels like maybe I've missed my thrift haul video days. I share them because I want you to understand what is out there at the resale level, what is available secondhand, because I have been so blown away by what can actually be found at resale shops that I just feel really compelled to share. And I will be happy to give you specific details on any of these pieces if you want to search on Poshmark or other resale sites and see if you could find these same pieces. But my motivation is not really so that you can buy what I bought. It's more so that you can see what's out there and maybe be inspired to go to your local thrift shop or your local consignment store and see what you can find, see what treasures you can unearth and bring home and love and give a second life to. So I will start at this end with this new purchase. So this is an equipment blouse, silk. If you're familiar with equipment, they make incredible 100% silk blouses. Ordinarily, I would not buy an equipment blouse, mainly because I don't want to spend $250 on a blouse. I don't wear blouses that often. I much more often wear knits, and so blouses don't have a huge place in my wardrobe. But this one was navy blue, and is navy blue, and I purchased it when my local Salvation Army was doing a 50% off clothing day. So it was literally under $3. So navy blue, pure silk, really great shirt, under $3. I just couldn't pass it up. It just seemed like I would be a little foolish to not grab it. So I like the fact that I'm stepping in front of the mirror so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So I can put together a little bit of an outfit. But I like the fact that I don't have to be too precious with it. If I had spent $250 on this blouse, I would probably never wear it because I would be so terrified that something would happen to it. Where this, I've already washed it. I put it in the washing machine, washed it, hung it to dry, and gave it a quick iron. It's not precious to me because it was not outrageously expensive. It didn't feel like a really indulgent purchase that I need to be really careful with. And so, I don't know, I'm really glad that I found it. I'm really glad that someone decided it wasn't for them and that I can enjoy it in my own wardrobe. Again, I'm not sure that I would have invested the money ever in a navy blue silk blouse. It's just that I wear a lot of navy blue. I really like the simplicity of the cut and the classic shape. And I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it. The next item that I found is just I actually got two of these. One of them is over there, I won't grab it now. I got this and like an athletic gray, kind of heathery gray. Also at Salvation Army, this is just a J. Crew, one of their vintage t-shirts. This is maybe a size up from what I would purchase if I were purchasing it in J. Crew, maybe. But I like that it is a little oversized. It's just 100% cotton t-shirt. I've washed them and worn them many times this winter, just layered under other sweaters, to work at home or even to go out, with a sweater or a blazer or something over it. They were also good prices. Actually, every single thing on this rack, including the tank top that I have on, all of these pieces, I think there are 13. I didn't count just lately. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I was right. All told, they were well under $130. I'm being generous if I say everyone was $10 because these were not $10. But if every piece were $10, this whole rack would have cost $130. And so I just can't stress enough that it is so worth looking resale. Anyway, okay, next piece. So this one I have worn a few times already. It is 100% cotton. It happens to also be J. Crew. I will slip this one on. I've already given up on the fact that the hair is probably just gonna get a little bigger and bigger as we go here. But I mean, just again, classic, really just classic cotton sweater. I tend when I shop resale to size up a little bit because when I shop for first of all, I've sized up a little bit over the last year. I feel like the trend and the look is a little bit looser in general, and I'm just a little more comfortable in it because I'm a slightly different shape than I was before the pandemic started. And also in resale shops, sometimes also when you buy resale, you have to allow for shrinking. So if your normal size is in a resale shop, sometimes that has become a smaller size in the resale shop because it has been washed or laundered and has shrunk a little. So I tend to look at sizes that are a little larger than what I would normally wear because I find them more comfortable, and I find that if there has been shrinking, it doesn't matter. So this one, pretty good, right? Okay, let's see if I can take this off. I'm gonna be really staticky. This little tank top I bought, I don't know, a while ago to wear under sweaters and things. And then once I got it home, I realized that it actually is pretty staticky all the time. Living in Colorado, that's part of the deal because our air is so dry, but this might be a little annoying for the most part. So I wear it under things, but I'm not sure I would wear it just with a blazer because it gets so clingy. I have a couple others that I like better for, you know, actually wearing as real clothes. So this, same thing. This one is Loft. It's a little bit preppy, and actually I guess both of these are a little preppy. It's a little bit preppy and a little bit, you know, classic. I bought it so I could wear it kind of as a t-shirt in the transition season because it's really nice thin knit sweater material. And again, it's a little bit larger than I maybe would have purchased off the top if I were buying it new, which I think makes it a little less nerdy because sometimes preppy on me can translate as pretty nerdy. So I'm pretty tickled with this one too. So then I'll keep this one on so I can just layer a little bit. This is Old Navy, which I've bought resale, and obviously, since that's what we're talking about today, thrifted this one, and it's just so soft. It feels like cashmere, but it's just acrylic, and it layers over pretty much everything I own. So I've already enjoyed this one quite a bit also, and you know, I kind of can't ever have too many cream or navy blue sweaters. So for me, this is just kind of a nice alternative, a little grayer than normal navy blue. Let's see what's next here. Oh, this one. So this sweater is honestly, I'm gonna take this sweater off so you can see that one a little better. This next navy blue sweater is actually private school wear. So I will slip it on for you. I don't have a navy blue, or I didn't have a true navy blue cardigan. I tend to like a navy blue cardigan. I like them to travel. They usually work as part of a travel outfit for me. So this one is literally a kid's school uniform. So, I mean, come on, it feels like wool. It has a really nice drape and, you know, simple little buttons, and it is a school uniform. So it washes and dries amazingly well because it's made to last. You know, if you were buying your kid's school uniform, you'd want it to last. And yeah, so I'm pretty tickled with this one too. I haven't had the opportunity to travel anywhere in it yet, but I look forward to that when the time comes. Okay, next, let's pick up the fallen shirt here. I would love to know in the comments below how you feel about thrifting, and if you are a thrifter, if you have found great thrifting pieces. This one, I have a soft spot for black blazers, and this one I just thought was pretty cool. Really good shape, even though it's got a very comfortable boyfriend vibe. It has nice detailing in the back, the way it's sort of seamed down the back. This cute little stripe. I could unroll it, you know, I mean, they are full length, but I rolled them up because I like the little stripe to show. Yeah, I feel like I need some places to go because right now I'm not getting a lot of use out of my blazers, and I happen to love blazers, so I'm hoping that there are some blazer opportunities coming up in the future. Okay. And then this one is just a recent find. It is sort of like an olivey green and white stripe, green and cream stripe, and it's Vince. It was also Salvation Army on that same half off day, so it was under $3. And it's super soft and really great for layering. It just feels good, and it's got a nice lean sleeve. It just fits under things nicely. This next one is a New Day, Target. I don't think I ever saw it at Target, and I wasn't quite sure about it when I put it on as I was thrifting with my daughter. And she assured me that yes, I should have it, and it has become a quick favorite. So I wear it all the time. It's a little boxy and kind of square for me. Like usually I don't do stuff that's quite this oversized. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Usually I don't do stuff quite this oversized or quite this square. But this one, I'm really enjoying the length. I'm enjoying the fact that it's got this fun wide sleeve and this sort of interesting mock neck. It, again, feels like cashmere and it's acrylic and washes really well. I like the oatmeal-y color. I like that it'll transition into spring because it'll stay cold here even though it will start to look like spring. So it's nice to have something that's a lighter color that can be worn, you know, in all the seasons. And then these next two, I also have just worn a lot over the last couple of months because they're just kind of fun additions. This one I probably have worn on an Instagram live, so you might have seen this one already. This one is from Walmart. It is No Boundaries, I think, is the brand. I thrifted it, and it's super cozy. Again, feels more like Angora, really soft, but it's acrylic, which if you have followed me for a while, you know that I don't wear wool because wool itches me. And so this is a nice alternative because it gives me that same cozy, yummy feel, but without the itch. And then the next one, I actually almost bought I considered buying when I worked in Anthropologie. This was a sweater that came in. It is knitted and knotted. The brand is Knitted and Knotted. And I didn't buy it because it felt too short. I thought I'm not ever gonna get enough wear out of it because it's not long enough, and my jeans at the time were a little bit lower rise, I guess. But it was so yummy, and a lot of staff members bought it. And then I found this one thrifting, and I had to have it. I wore this through the holidays several times. And I've washed it, and the eyelash yarn has not, flattened out and gotten yucky. So it's just been a fun addition. It's a little out of my normal wheelhouse. And at the thrifted price versus the full price Anthropologie price, it makes it a nice addition that I can enjoy, but I don't have to feel like I need to get tons of wear out of it because I invested so much money in it. So I like that element also. And then this next one, which I think is the last one, is a coat. So I'm gonna put on a sweater so that you can see the coat over the sweater. So I have looked for a winter coat that I absolutely love for a very long time. My family kind of jokes with me because I have ordered lots of them and had them come to the house and not be right. I ordered the Amazon coat, the famous Amazon coat, and I liked it. It was just too heavy on my body and the wind went right up underneath it. And so it wasn't actually warm and it felt too heavy on my shoulders. So I have tried a lot. I've tried high end, I've tried low end, I've tried a lot. The other day, I was at my favorite consignment store, Rags. Actually, I was at the Rags warehouse. And this J. Jill number was hanging right front and center when I walked in. And I thought, there's my coat. I have finally found my winter coat. It is so lightweight. It is just machine washable. I like that it buttons, asymmetrically, that it snaps asymmetrically if I wanted to snap it all the way up. I like that it's not heavy on my shoulders. I like that it doesn't have a hood because while a hood can be helpful, usually when I'm running errands and stuff, I'm not needing a hood. And so I like that this one doesn't have it. The lining of the pockets are super fuzzy soft. It has the knit cuff so that it's real warm around my wrists. And I like the color because, as I said, spring here is slow. It doesn't come till mid-May, full on. Things bloom and all of that, but we still are getting snow and it can still be cold. And so I really like the idea that my winter coat, which will be my spring coat, can be a bright color and make it feel, sunnier and more spring-like, even when I'm trying to stay warm. So that's it. Those are my thrift pieces. I am happy to share, as I said, any details if there are pieces that you see that you would like to look for on resale sites, so that you know what the actual piece is. I had really good luck. I'm putting a little bit of a pause on the shopping. I have not been thrifting in a while because I have a lot of clothes right now and I am trying to decide what things need to be. Like this, I probably won't wear a whole lot more this season. This will probably get packed away for fall. I need to go into my closet and do my own work, my own services. I need to apply those in my own wardrobe because it's time for me to see which pieces can go away, for the fall and really decide what I might need for spring. And I will mention, again, while I have this clingy tank top on underneath here, this little camisole, Sometimes there are pieces I bring home, rarely, but sometimes there are pieces I bring home from thrifting that I can't really, like this I couldn't try on, this little tank, I couldn't try on in the store because the fitting rooms weren't open. And so I had a tank top on and I put it on over that tank top and I couldn't tell it was clingy. I couldn't tell that it was staticky. I couldn't foresee that that was going to be a problem. It didn't give me any indication in the store. And so I wear it under, I wear it as a layer because it doesn't bother me that it's a little clingy as a layer. I had hoped it was going to be something I could wear under blazers and under cardigans, and that isn't probably going to be the case because of how much it clings. So there are some times when a thrifted piece is a bust and I can't return it, and that's a bummer. I could resell it, or I could just make the most of what it is and wear it in a new way instead of wearing it as an actual blouse, wear it in this case under sweaters. But I just really hope that you're inspired to try thrifting because there are so many incredible pieces out there, and incredible pieces like this is all in my wheelhouse as far as color goes. Like this is my color palette. These two obviously are a little bright and a little different for me, but they work back with the navies and with the creams and with the grays. And so it's not that when you go resale shopping, you're left with fewer options. I mean, yes, fewer options in that there aren't all the size ranges and all of that, but you can still pull and create a really cohesive, amazing wardrobe that works with your color palette and works with what you already own from a resale store. It just is so possible. And I wish, honestly, that I could visit everyone's city and go resale shopping with you because I love shopping thrift and I love finding treasures both for myself and when I shop thrift with clients. It's just, I don't know, it's more of a thrill for me than shopping at the highest end boutique or at Neiman Marcus or anywhere like that. Those places are fine and they have their moment, but for me, I don't know, there's something just really incredible about finding a piece that's already been used and loved and giving it a second life. I'd love to hear about your recent thrifting purchases, and or if you don't thrift, will you try it? I'd love to hear back if you do try it, what you find, all of that. Anyway, on Tuesdays, I do an Instagram live Q&A, style Q&A at noon Mountain Time every Tuesday. So if you have a question, you can drop it in the comments below or come over and see me on Instagram at Kristen Kane Style. I post a question box on Monday, so you can drop in your question. I'll answer it the following Tuesday. Those get recorded, and all the questions I put in the caption, so you can go back and see. Since last November, I have been doing this, so you can go back and read what the questions are and get the answer if you would like to watch the past editions. And I'll be back here next Friday with another video. No more thrifting for right now, but I will have some spring finds once I get out there and do some spring thrifting. But first, I need to get in my own closet and do a little edit. Also, style therapy is the way I work one-on-one with clients, both online and in person. If you would like info on style therapy, the link is down in the description box. It is essentially a one-on-one style coaching experience that will take one day, and it will take you from feeling frumpy, overwhelmed, bored, whatever it is that you're struggling with in your style, from that to sleeping with a smile and waking up the next morning ready to get dressed and feeling like you really have a handle on your wardrobe. That's really what I want for all women. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next Friday. Have a great day. So I'm hopping back in because I forgot to show the cashmere coat that I had purchased at a thrift shop back before Christmas, and it was way too big. Cashmere on the outside, silk on the inside, fully reversible, and I said I was going to have it altered, and I did, and I posted about it over on Instagram, but I had a few people ask if I would share it here also, so I wanted to tack it on to the end of this thrifting video so that you can see the finished product. So this is the cashmere coat. I purchased it because it's cashmere and silk lined, and I knew how amazing it was, and it is fully reversible, which I think is pretty cool. And it was $6. It was $5.99. It might even have been less than that because they often do discounts off of different colored tags. And it was way too big, and I believed that we could do something amazing with it, or that I could take it to someone who could do something amazing with it. So I did. I took it to a tailor here in Boulder who exceeded my expectations. So I realized probably you can't see the full length. I will take a picture of it in the mirror so you can see that also. He didn't do anything to the length. He just altered through the shoulder and the sleeve and a little bit into the body of the coat because it just was overwhelming on me and didn't have any shape. So now he left the sleeve and the shoulder big enough that I can still wear this. This sweater has a pretty decent sized sleeve to it, and it's not a set-in shoulder, so it's pretty bulky under the arms, and it still fits beautifully. And it is still reversible. That I told him that was not crucial for me because I probably won't wear it very often on the other side because that's sort of a dressier look, and I probably will always have the wool out and the silk in, or the cashmere out and the silk in. But he finished it so beautifully that I can still wear it reversible. So really, as I said, he took in the sleeve, took it, changed, kind of rebuilt the shoulder. It does not have a set shoulder seam. The seam is kind of down the arm, and so he finished that. I mean, it does have a set shoulder seam, but it's a little off the shoulder. You can tell I'm not a seamstress. I sew square things like pillows and duvets and curtains. I do not sew clothing at all. So anyway, this is the finished coat. So I usually just wear it open. I wear it casually and, just kind of to run errands and that sort of thing. But this is the finished coat. I have lots of different scarves that I've thrifted that I can throw on with it. So this is the finished product of the thrifted coat. Cashmere on the outside, silk on the inside. It is still fully reversible, although I probably will only wear it this way. And he didn't touch the length. The length stayed the same, didn't touch the sleeve length. Just really took in the shoulder and the sleeve and a little bit of the top of the body so that it's not quite as overpowering. It was just way too much fabric. It just didn't have any shape. And so now it's still oversized. I can still wear, a good sized sweater underneath it. And it's really lightweight and it's warm. And I just love it. So I'm thrilled with this thrift find and glad I invested to have it altered properly. He did a beautiful job.